Nigeria, for the first time after independence, was caught in a bloody civil war, known as the Biafran War in 1967. This battle claimed lives and wreaked havoc for 3 straight years unabated. It was a war between the government of Nigeria and the secessionist state of Biafra. Biafra represented nationalist aspirations of the southeastern people known as Igbo people, whose leadership felt they could no longer coexist with the northern-dominated federal government. There was conflict in the political, economic, ethnic, cultural, and religious spaces, which preceded Britain's formal decolonization of Nigeria from 1960 to 1963. Reasons behind the war are blamed on a military coup, a counter-coup, and an alleged persecution of Igbo living in northern Nigeria, and the control over oil production in the Niger Delta. 2017, and the unity of Nigeria is again threatened through the same divide after coexisting for about 56 years. After a successful annual sit-at-home directive issued by agitators in honor of their colleagues killed in the Biafra struggle, where most businesses were put on hold for one day, the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, a coalition of socio-political groups in northern Nigeria, threatened to evict Igbos from the north come October 1st on Nigeria's 57th independence.
Rather than certain sections holding the whole country to ransom at every stage, each should be allowed to go its own way, as we categorically proclaim today that the North is fed up with being the same country with this pack of acrimonious Igbo partners. Since the Igbo have clearly abused the unreciprocated hospitality that gave them unrestricted access to and ownership of landed properties all over the North, our first major move shall be to reclaim, assume, and assert sole ownership and control of these landed resources currently owned, rented, or in any way enjoyed by the ingrate Igbos in any part of northern Nigeria. All Igbos currently residing in any part of northern Nigeria are hereby served notice to relocate within 3 months, and all northerners residing in the east are advised likewise. We shall conquer. We are Biafra, fighting for our freedom. In the name of Jesus, we shall. And at last, we get Biafra. That is the aim and the objective of what we are doing.
This is a show up to the world that Igbos are, so they are one. And we are ready and resolute to get our freedom.
I'm proud to be a Biafran, so I love the situation on ground.
The agitation for a secession and the threat of disunity is worrisome. So the coming together of some elder statesmen.
There's other things on outside, but there must be progress, peace, amnesty, and
the mission is simple: to plead and advise the younger generation of the dangers of war as they have once experienced it. A situation, they say, leaves bitterness, horror, terror, and devastation.
All kinds of things are being said which tend to indicate that there are challenges to our oneness. And yet, we believe in our hearts that staying together, working together, building this nation together is the only viable way to go. Now, when you have elders in any society who have seen many things, who have experienced many things, one of the benefits that the nation has is that these elders can take the wisdom of the years and the experiences they have and say, if we want to continue to have a peaceful, productive country, then these are the things we should do, these are the things we should avoid. So we have to be thinking about these things, and as we think about these things, help other people to think along. So this is a sort of think tank effort to make sure that we do not, either by mistake or deliberately, do something that is going to defeat our true objectives.
What we are doing here is to explore all the things that have to be explored in order to prepare the ground for the new Nigeria that must come. Amen. And to contribute, particularly the elders, to build the foundations of that new Nigeria so that you younger ones will now build the superstructure of the kind of Nigeria that God created Nigeria to be and that you all have been hoping for. A Nigeria that is fair to all, a Nigeria that is peaceful, a Nigeria that justice is available to everybody and there is equal opportunity. And a Nigeria that I can firmly say that nobody who is a Nigerian should ever feel hungry and not find food. No Nigerian would feel ill and not know where to go, where he will get the remedies. In other words, a country that cares for its people and a country that puts its people to work so that all the great things that God has put under our ground can be used for the benefit of all our people.
I want to plead, appeal to this house and to all Igbos and to all Yorubas that the focus now must be how to win the victory for the structuring for this country. Amen. Please, let us have that one program now to win that one first. Some people are even coming to me to allow us to form the next party. That is not my truth now. We are being enslaved and until we fight very vigorously and united, God save us.
Outside the conference, others insist that the oneness of Nigeria is in the beauty of its diverse cultural attributes and must be guarded.